Morning, everybody. It's Dr. Kenton Wakes Up. I'm Dr. Kenton. It's 9:59 a.m. on Wednesday, June 26, 2024. How are you? Yeah, me too. The last handful of days, I've been dealing with some, I don't know what the right word is. It's not anxiety necessarily, and it's not foreboding. It's more like I don't know, a discomfort related to not knowing what to do at a given point in time. You might call it burnout, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, today's Wednesday. Wednesday is the day when I ordinarily focus on finishing up the things that need to be done for the week, starting on those. Mondays are for meetings. Tuesdays are for doing the things that absolutely need done. Wednesdays for making progress on the things that have been done, grading and whatnot. Thursdays are generally for being in Towson, and Fridays are for trying to catch up. So, anyway, Wednesday. Today is a day when I ordinarily would be focusing on grading. Had a good Twitter chat last night with my class, so that was good. I may have discussed in another one of these that I found a box in my sitting in my office that had some memorabilia in it from my past, and found a program um, for I don't know what would it have been, long weekend or something that the exchange organization organized for us to participate in. Maybe it's just maybe it's one of those times when they tried to give our host families a break. So anyway, I found some names of people on there that I recognized and just wanted to say hello. And as I was getting ready to send those, I got a deep sense of, this is 35 years in the past. And maybe the reason why they haven't reached out is because they don't want to reach out, or they didn't want to be reached out to. And if you go to any length beyond a certain minimal amount of length to try and find somebody, especially someone who's um, in the cultural hegemony or hegemony, however you want to pronounce it. Um, Generally, women have changed their last names when they get married, and so a, a person who I knew would have certainly never been married before, most likely either high school student or high school graduate, so probably not married. And so finding that there's somebody, let's say her name was Susie Smith, which is almost impossible. But anyway, you maybe remember that Susie Smith was from Arkansas, and maybe you find go on to Google and you say Susie Smith, Arkansas, Switzerland, because that's where he went to school, and maybe Susie Smith left something on her LinkedIn page or whatever saying that she was an exchange student in Switzerland during the year that you would have been there at the same time. And so, maybe this person is a person you can reach out to. And is it worthwhile to reach out to somebody 35 years later? And at the time that I'm trying to push the button on saying, hey, are you the same Susie Smith who was in Switzerland 89-90 with AFS or whatever? Um, just, and this person's now goes by, Suzette Larkin or something, because that's who they married, somebody whose last name is Larkin and wants to be called Suzette now. So anyway, it's just a lot of trying, in my sense of it, it's me trying to be respectful not to intrude. Maybe it wouldn't seem like an intrusion to a normal person, but to me, it just seems like, how did you. Susie Smith lives in Arkansas. Suzette Larkin lives in Southern Florida. How did you. There's a lot of questions. How did you find me? And, why did you find me? Maybe that's another good question. And maybe it's the why that is, why would I. Why would somebody go out of their way? Why did I go out of my way? Do I have something specific I want to say to the person? Well, not really. Just want to say, hey, I see you. We had a common experience, and I just wanted to let you know that I'm still out here. I was as I may have mentioned in the previous discussion about this, I found that a handful of the folks that I went with, are deceased or uh, had received recently a terminal diagnosis. So reaching out, I don't know. I and I'm going to share something right now that I probably thought I'd never share with anybody, but I've mentally prepared myself for the eventuality that maybe I would come back to myself from the future and tell me something. And I've been prepared to not be overwhelmed by that. But hey, I'm I'm less than 2 months from turning 53. I don't know what a person from the future is going to tell me at this point that would make much sense. So if someone from the future came and spoke to me, I would hope that it's sometime, I don't know, 10 plus years ago. And it'd be interesting if it happened, if you could get somebody to admit that yes, they came back and tried to warn me. What was it they warned me about? Anyway, the insane ramblings of Dr. Kenton Wakes Up, Wednesday, June 26, 2024. I hope that I've been inside for the last 4 days because it's been very, very hot. It's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 5 days, and we're coming up on halfway through Wednesday now. So it wasn't as hot yesterday. There were some things that I probably could have done yesterday, but you know what? I did what I needed to do. That's another thing I'm trying to deal with lately is um, who whose expectations am I trying to meet? I'm trying to do my job, do my work, and so anyway, boy, that's a this was a weird one, but love you, bye.